Pakistan, just to set the scene. Pakistan is believed to be 36% urbanized, but that is what the official figures say, because it only measures a certain kind of urbanization and does not count the urbanization in its various forms and manifestations as it exists. Similarly, it also does not account for the gross anomalies that we have pertinent to urbanization. Just look at the status of Sindh, which is the most urbanized province of the country. But if you keep Karachi aside, the overall status of urbanization in Sindh will become very questionable. Then we have various types of contexts in the country where urbanization is still a running process. The province of KPK, for example, has possibly the lowest segment of urbanization, but this is where you have urbanization taking place in the most informal scale. And this overall status of the Swat Hotel and various other similar type of disasters that we observed, I think that are cases in point. So my first point is that we have to be truthful in measuring urbanization in whatever forms and hues as it exists. And for doing that, we need to modify the methodologies through which urbanization is measured. For many, many years, the overall studies related to scaling urbanization and documenting its various forms, they are in short supply except the works of small-time scholars and researchers that need to be scaled up. Secondly, we have policies for most of the things under the sun, but we do not have any national urban policy. It believes that the state has shirked its responsibility and does not want to look at urbanization in the form and format as it exists. We find that the existing cities that are expanding by the will of the God, whereas there are so many processes that are guiding them, but it is such that we are not possibly accounting them in the true perspective with true scientific tools. Look at Karachi. The population or the figures normally become extremely contested. But whenever we travel around the hinterland of Karachi, we find visible evidences of urbanization taking place. You might be surprised to hear that officially speaking, Bahria town is Karachi rural. And this is how the annals of documentation say. There are various other very important dimensions to dealing with the water crisis, both the drinking water as well as the water that was discussed by Senator Mushaid Saab, urban planning. And that is the overall connection of urbanization with land. You cannot access water in cities without having an access to land. And that's a very important issue that one needs to take into account. Whether it is land that is grabbed or whether it is land that is informally developed on the basis of need, or whether it is land which is developed through various types of very small scale planned settlements, land becomes a prerequisite for accessing water of any kind or even other kind of utilities and services. For the teeming millions that we have in our urban areas, I believe there is a need that the process of land supply for the underprivileged should become institutionalized, because that becomes a prerequisite for accessing decent water connections and decent water supply in the first place. The second challenge that our cities face is that we have sizable number of informal settlements that are now a stark reality. We realize it, the sooner the better. And larger cross-sections of our society basically inhabit these informal settlements. Back in the 70s, we used to have a policy of rehabilitation and regularization, but over the period of time, those policy guidelines have been lost. In the context of present-day realities and obviously making it consonant with the 21st century challenges, I think the policies of rehabilitation and revitalization are important, because bulk of our urban population actually reside in those settlements. It might come as a surprise to you that 4% of Karachi's population own 58% of the land, and 58% of people live in 4% of land. So that is the type of drawback one is talking about. And this is the situation in other large cities in Pakistan is also not very different. So until and unless we take into account these factors and possibly come up with a very clear, objective, and a scientifically valid methodology of documenting urbanization, connecting it with essential needs such as the drainage in the situations of floods, rain situations, and also the access of drinking water. All the plans and the small time projects that we would like to celebrate every now and then, they will all become very, very elusive. Thank you very much.